We are live. Alrighty, guys, thanks for coming in. So let's get started. Straight up, tap the mat. Got forward. Hey, jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your backs. Close our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg up, elbow to your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, hip escapes placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, chin up to your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chin to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ear to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's sit up for a break falls. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, set up for stretches. Left leg out, left leg in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Butterfly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's roll back and hold. All right, guys, come back slow. Let's go right into our side-to-side movement, coming up to that step up with that back leg and switching. And we're just driving the hip forward to get a good hip stretch. Using my hand on the outside. All right, now rocking back, bringing one leg under, stepping up to the front leg. Alternating sides. No hands for this one. All right, let's go into our rolls, forward, backward, sideways. All right, into our scoots, side to side. All right, into our low double legs, front knee. Okay. All right, guys, time. Let's get a quick water break and come back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much. All right, guys. So let's practice, just review some of our mounted submissions, okay? So we're gonna do 3-minute rounds of each of these. So this week, working on mount and knee on belly. So we're gonna do a couple submissions from each position, okay? So the first one is gonna be just our mounted arm bars. So going into the S mount here, okay? So with the dummies, I don't wanna spend too much time isolating the arm like with the arm in and walk, and bringing it this way and then going into it. All we're gonna do to set this up today is move the arm to the side, and then I'm just gonna bring my knee up, hook, get to my S mount, and finish, okay? The goal is to get as many reps in on like the major movements of this move in this 3 minutes, okay? So I'm not gonna take too long, like, you know, properly, like getting the head, getting under the arm, taking the time to isolate it, because it just takes too long and you're only gonna wind up getting like 10 reps in. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, just push the arm across the center line like so, okay? And I can hold it with my cross arm. I can use my other hand for base, and I'm just gonna slide right up into my S mount, okay? Now from there, next thing I wanna do is I wanna get an elbow hook on that arm, okay? I'm not gonna worry too much about which one it is right now. I'm just gonna elbow hook with either my left or my right, okay? There's actually times when it's okay to do either one, so depends on what we're doing here. But for now, we're just getting an elbow hook, swinging and going, coming back, other side, okay? Crossing the arm, sliding into S mount, elbow hook on that arm, leaning, keeping my weight dispersed the right way, right? I don't want to just go and sit on the mat first and then bring my leg over, okay? Incorrect. Got to keep my weight forward I'm leaning over kind of my opposite knee here. Then I can keep my weight on the W as I bring my leg over. My weight is still on the W right now until my leg passes over. Now I can sit and extend the arm, okay? So for 3 minutes, we're gonna practice that motion as fast as you can, as many reps as you can in 3 minutes, okay? Let's try it out. Go. Train both sides, kids. Yep. Nice, Nick. Make sure you slide into that S mount. Time. All right, going right to our next one. It's gonna be the key lock, okay? So we can start here, mounted on our dummy, right? And usually my partner is keeping their elbows in here, like so, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a side, right? I'm gonna use my hand here to pin one arm, making sure I'm keeping it in the L shape, okay? Bent right at the elbow. Now I'm gonna drop my forearm or my elbow here against the head. My other hand slides under. I control a double wrist control here. So my palm that's sliding under is grabbing my own wrist. My other hand is grabbing their wrist. So now I have 2 on 1, okay? From there, I can bring the arm down, lift the elbow to finish, okay? Then I go back to the other side. So I'm here, I'm pushing, 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 dropping the elbow tight, sliding my hand under. It's important that I blade my hand to slide under the elbow because sometimes the elbow is right against the mat and I can't get under. So I blade my hand, I slide under. Okay, my knuckles should be towards the ceiling here. Now I bring the elbow down and I lift the elbow up, okay? And I need to keep the wrist pinned. If anything, I'm actually trying to push the wrist back towards my own knee, okay? What I don't want is the wrist to come up off the mat like it's while you're trying to lift the elbow, because that doesn't create the pressure on their elbow like we would want it, okay? So we're here, we're pinning, I'm keeping the wrist pinned, and I'm elevating the elbow up to rotate the arm this way, okay? That's the idea. We're gonna practice that for 3 minutes here. just like before. Get ready to start getting the mount. Try to get as many breaths in as possible here, okay? 3 minutes, and let's go. Nice. Nice, Nick. Keep it going. It's done here. And time. Okay. So the next submission that I want to work on is just a collar choke, basic collar choke from a full mount. We're going to practice 2 different variations, okay? So the first one is just a regular duck straight, 4 fingers in on both sides, collar choke, okay? So I want you to pay attention to the details though on this one because it really helps in when we go to finish. All right, so first thing I'm doing is I'm taking an initial grip just on the same side and I'm opening up the collar, okay? Now I'm feeding my hand across, 4 fingers in, nice and tight, okay? Nice and tight against the neck. I don't want to reach back so far that my wrist is bending like that because then it makes it difficult for me to when I go to pull and put that final bit of pressure on, okay? I'm going as deep as I can go while keeping my wrist straight as possible, or if anything, turned in this way actually, okay? So making that grip nice and tight, and I'm dropping my forearm to the chest right away, okay? Until I'm ready to go in with my second hand, now I need to lift up again and pass my second hand under. Okay, now I'm making the same grip on the other side. And same thing there, I wanna make sure I'm reaching as deep as possible without letting my wrist bend back like that, okay? So I make my grips however I want them. Now from here, I'm gonna post my head on the mat, okay? And now typically I wanna go to the side that my hand's on top, right? So I'm over to this side. Now, once I post my head, I'm gonna turn my palms like this towards me, okay? Turn my palms towards me. Okay? If they haven't tapped them at that time, then I start to pull their head into my chest, keeping my elbows tight to my body like that. All right? So again, we're here. I go make my grip, my hand comes in, second grip comes in, I post my head to the arm, to the first initial grip, okay? That's gonna be the top hand in this case, right? It's over on this side. So I'm gonna post my head there, nice and tight. Now I'm turning my palms. You can feel the space get tighter right when I turn my palms, because it makes the flat part of my wrist, okay, there's a little bit of space there. When I turn my palms, all of a sudden that space tightens up quite a bit. I'm not even pulling yet, okay? So if you do that properly, a lot of times, if you have the grips nice and tight in place, where they're supposed to be, once you turn your palms, they're gonna be tight enough to make them tap or pass out, okay? Then, like I said, if they are tough and they haven't tapped or tapped yet, then I'm gonna start to pull them slowly to their head to my chest, okay? So I'm here, 1, 2, post the head, I turn the palms, and then I start to lift. Okay, you can feel it get really tight. I'm gonna do the other side. 1, 2, I post my head, I turn my palms, and I pull. Okay, the second variation we're gonna do is the over the shoulder method. Okay, so when I'm here, I come in for my initial grip. The first grip's the same, okay? Open the collar with the one hand, get my other hand, 4 fingers inside on the cross collar. Then let's say we're in a situation where I'm finding it difficult to go in and make that second grip under. Maybe they're blocking me with their other hand, whatever the reason may be. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna post that head on the mat. I'm gonna start to walk it around the head, okay? Now what I like to do is I like to use my forearm to kind of slide against the chin, right here on their neck, because that's gonna push their chin the opposite way, okay? Which exposes their side of their neck. Then what I'm doing is I'm gonna grab this little bit of material on top of the shoulders, okay? Nice and tight against the neck. I need this part of my forearm still nice and tight against the neck, okay? Then this hand now becomes my top hand, right? That's my second grip. That's the arm that's on top, so I wanna push my head to that side, okay? Now, same thing as the first choke. My first grip is still making the same grip as the first choke, so I still wanna turn that palm. But on the other grip, in this case, my blade is going to be already against their neck. So I don't need to do much with that one besides start to pull at the end, okay? So we're here, I go 1, I can't get that grip under, so I'm going to go for number 2. I walk around, I slide my forearm against the chin. Once my hand gets to the shoulder, that's when I grab, okay? Now that's my top arm, so that's where I want to post my head. To that side, I turn my first grip, so my wrist goes into their neck with the blade of my wrist. Now I can start to pull them up to my chest again. Okay, should be very tight. Now when I make that second grip, sometimes if I can get my thumb in, that's going to be the best case scenario, but it takes a little bit more time to get that thumb in because sometimes the gi is tight against their neck. So you have a hard time finding that space to get that thumb in there. But if I can get that thumb in, that's going to be a very strong grip, okay? But grabbing on the shoulder is usually going to be enough to make them tap, and it's going to be a lot quicker because I can just go and boom, grab. I'm already there. Okay, I don't got to fight to try and get my thumb in. So it's kind of going to leave that one up to you, whether you guys want to try to get the thumb in or whether you just want to make that quick grip and finish right from there. Okay, so we have both of those chokes. Remember the one, I go straight, I get 4 fingers inside on both collars. In that case, I'm turning my wrist toward me, or sorry, I'm pushing my head first, then turning my wrist toward me, and now lifting. Okay. I don't put any pressure on until I post my head first. So that's going to help with my base. Like if I'm up here and I'm trying to pull like from here, a lot of times you start to lose your balance and then your face slams against the ground, right? So my head is my post there, right? Because I don't have my arms. My arms are occupied in the choke. So in order to keep top position, I got to be really good with my basing with my head here, okay? So they try to bridge me. I'm using my head to base. That way I can keep on that choke. All right, guys? So let's try that out. We're going to add a little bit of time because we got 2 different submissions on this one. So we're going to do 4 minutes, okay? Let's try it out, guys. Ready? Go. All right, so Nick, remember on that one, if you're going for the over the shoulder, now that becomes your top arm. So you want to lean over that arm. Okay. You'll feel kind of off balance if you go the other way. Yeah, so now you got to lean over to that. There you go. Yep. The hand that's on top. Maybe I should say the hand that's on top because that's the top hand. That's you want to lean towards that hand. Okay. Yes. There you go. Yep. Beautiful. Good. There you go. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice. That's it. Good. There we go. Perfect. Nice, Nick. Looking good. Let's keep it going. We're about halfway there. And time. All right, guys, just get a quick water break and we'll come back to work on our knee on belly stuff, okay? Oh, yeah. What is that, heavy? Oh, really? You want the Pez? I think every case we were talking about. Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay. Movie night. Movie night every night for me, like it's like 3 movie night every night. Yeah. Yeah. We all love movies. It's like one of my favorite things. So. Yeah. All right, guys, so going into our knee on belly stuff. So like I said, just review today. We're trying to get our reps in on our basic techniques, okay? So knee on belly, what we're going to work on is spin arm bar Kimura combo, okay? So starting here in our knee on belly position. Now usually I have a partner that's not going to be nice and help me by pushing my knee. That way I can hook on the elbow here. I can lift them up to their side. And now from here I can take a step over the head. Using my free hand, I can always push the head down and step over, right? Now from here, my foot nice tight to the dummy. I want to be on the ball of my foot so I can rotate through into my spinning arm bar. Then I go to the other side. Okay, so again, we're here, knee on belly. I'm gonna hook the far arm. And I'm gonna kind of lift my dummy up as much as I can on its side. With my hand, I'm gonna push the head down and I'm gonna take that step over. Oops. As I take the step over, now my hands go off balance. I'm gonna rotate and sit through and we have the spinning arm bar, okay? So again, knee on belly, underhook the far arm, I lift it up on its side, pushing the head down, I'm gonna take this step over, rotate on the foot, keeping my knee tight into the armpit, my other foot I need to bring my heel in, and now I have the arm extended and we can finish, okay? So 3 minutes, back to your spinning arm bar. Trying to get, excuse me, as many reps as you can in the three minutes, okay? Ready, guys? Go. From knee on belly, lift, push, step, rotate, sit. Other side. And my balance is pretty crappy too. That's with the dummy, like you only can rely on your own balance. Like sometimes the other person you kind of lean on them a little bit, you know. With the dummy, sometimes it's not there like a real person would be. That's okay. Make the balance better. You get a good quick spinning armbar on someone. This is really valuable. Now, honestly, like I got really good at spinning armbars because I used to practice on a dummy before class. Like nice. Nobody will let you rep out like 5,000 spinning armbars on them without them going crazy. The dummy like never complained. So. That's like what I was telling Nick the other day. Like right now is the perfect time to practice those types of moves. You know, in order to get good at it, you gotta have like 10,000 reps or something ridiculous. Now's the perfect time to practice that kind of stuff. When we can't spar because we don't got our partners there, and we got our dummy. We can do 1,000 arm bars a day. By the time you get done with that week, you're gonna have 7,000 arm bars. I know it sounds crazy, but it's doable. And that's all you do at home, complaining about not being able to train. There's other ways that you can train. This is one of them. I saw another cool one. A brown belt had she had a pillow and she had her belt just tied to the pillow like this. And she was just setting up for an S mount and going for her arm bars using the belt. Pretty creative. What was she doing? She had her belt tied to just a pillow, no arms, and she's using the belt like this. Yeah. You know, and she just would set up to her S mount and then practice, nice. You know what I mean, like that. Yeah. So stuff like that, you know. Yeah. Like right now is the time you got to be creative. The idea is to keep training throughout this whole thing. But you guys are doing good. So.
Well, there's really kind of, if you think about it, I'm going to get to John Donovan about it. Yeah. But like, there's kind of two components to it, right? One is building up your muscle memory, and the other one is feeling the sort of delicate balance and weight of your partner situation. We can't do the last one because we don't have partners. We can absolutely build our muscle memory.
Totally, yeah, totally. I mean, this stuff is valuable. It's going to help you a lot when you go to actually get back to rolling. Because now that muscle memory, boom, right there, I know, okay, it's spinning armbar. I can do that move in a split second if I have to now because I've already done it 2 times with the dummy. Okay, so last one today, going to be working off the same thing, knee on belly. I'm going to lift the arm up. And now this time we're going for our Kimura. So still I'm going to take this step over the head. Now my hand, I'm going to switch, okay? This hand's controlling the arm. We bring my other hand through. And now I can control a 2-on-1. Okay, and I finish my Kimura there. All right? So again, we're here, knee on belly. I lift them up and I take that step over the head. Now when I step over the head for the Kimura, I don't got to be nice and tight to the back, okay? Because actually this is, for the Kimura, this is going to kind of get in my way. And plus I would like to have good base, so I'm going to take a wider step here. Now I switch my elbow hook, and now I get my first hand is going to control the wrist, and I get my 2-on-1. Remember to control near your own wrist, not up here on your bicep or somewhere in this weird space in your forearm, all the way down to your wrist, 2-on-1, okay? And now I can bring the hand behind and finish. All right, guys? So one more time here, knee on belly, lift, stuff the head and step. Now switch my elbow hook, get my 2-on-1 grip, bring the arm behind to finish, okay? Last 3 minutes, let's try it out as many times as you can in 3. Go. Nice, Nick. Looking good, looking good. Keep it up. Almost done. And time. All right, guys, great work. We're gonna finish it up. Nick, any questions on those ones before we finish the class here? Are you good? Okay. All right, guys, then we're gonna finish it up with a bow. See you guys Friday. Thanks a bunch for joining us. Keep straight up. Bow to the mat. Bow forward. All right, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you guys Friday. Friday.